Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Talking About Noise podcast. I'm your host, Art Moore.
I am also your host, Eric Hansen.
And we're here to bring you the news that is relevant to both us and to you.
Music that will blow your mind. No, news that will blow your mind about music.
There you go.
So, we'd like to thank everyone for joining us at the news desk today. We got a lot of important things to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Actually, there is a lot going on, Art. A lot.
Oh, okay. I'm
my
excited.
gosh.
I'm super excited. This is going to be great. Because in my life, not a lot is going on. It's pretty low-key right now. So I'm excited for some music news.
Oh, okay. So, I got the need.
For speed?
Yeah, those are the glasses. Roger Waters from Pink Floyd has a new single out called Smell the Roses. I really like it.
Oh, cool.
Incubus working on brand new...
What?
New information. Oh my gosh. New album.
New album?
Guess who? With whom?
Well, I got to say Jack White because he plays with everybody.
Man, you are obsessed with Jack White.
No, I'm not obsessed with him.
I think you are.
He does play with a lot of different groups.
I think you have a man crush.
He does
him.
a lot of like connections with a lot of different groups.
Man crush.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Let's see. Who?
You're never gonna guess.
I'm guessing Eddie Vedder. Eddie Van Halen.
What? No.
Okay. This isn't helpful, is it? Incubus. Who would?
Skrillex.
Skrillex.
Yep, they're working on an album together.
With Skrillex. That'll be cool. Interesting, at least.
And then Sheryl Crow is also dropping some new stuff.
Okay, interesting.
I love Sheryl Crow.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah.
She's like not one of my favorite singers.
Okay, well, nobody's one of my favorites.
No, I'm just saying, like, she's. I think it's great that you love her. You know, I'm a big Adele fan. You're a big Sheryl Crow fan.
Oh yeah.
We'll let the audience decide
Adele.
who's right.
Nah.
Who's right there? Really, honestly, people, who's right? Who's right? Who's right? You know, just write it on there in the comments. Send us an email. Let us know who's right.
Adele.
We've got Team Adele, a Team Cheryl.
Yeah, I don't want to
now.
pit Sheryl Crow and Adele because they're
they are completely different artists. Yeah, absolutely. You're right.
Not even the same genre. I guess you want to call pop music a genre. Popular music as a whole.
Well, pop music is a genre.
No, I mean like popular music as a whole. Everything's since jazz, from the 1950s onward.
Oh, so all
music,
commercial music.
Yes, from the 1950s onward. If we want to lump them together in that, then it works. All right,
that's a big tent.
I got new music for you to listen to. You ready?
Let's hear it.
This is Eric's Picks. I should actually do something like a title, like Eric's Picks. Ready? Middle Kids song, Edge of Town.
Oh, I haven't heard of them. I'll have to listen to that.
I really enjoyed it. Aldous Harding. Imagine My Man. She's really good. And it's more of like the piano acoustic-y stuff.
Nice.
And then Zeshan B, Crying in the Streets. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I've decided we're going to give 3 picks. I'm going to try 3 new picks a week.
Three new picks a week. Well, that's a great.
So,
we'll put those down in the show notes or in the the box underneath the YouTube video.
Yeah. There's just
description of the
so
video.
much going on. So much good stuff.
That is awesome. That is quite awesome.
Anyway, those are the picks. That's just some release stuff.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned Skrillex. Skrillex is also in the news because of his altercations with the police recently.
Oh, are you going to give me another, like, big controversy? Oh, no, $15,000 worth of drug dealing.
Okay, so I think that was a pretty big deal. We're talking about Chris Brown last week.
No, it was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
3 weeks.
Yeah, anyways. But no,
that
we're not talking about it. Wasn't that big.
Deal.
No, that was a big deal.
No, $15,000 is not a big deal. Anyway, go.
This is you're ridiculous. That's definitely like a class 2 felony at least.
I love that you're like.
We go from there.
There's definitely a class 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to take care of this business.
Okay, so Skrillex was driving in his car through L.A. and apparently was playing some of his new tunes in his car. As we are all ought to do, test our mixes out in the car, right? I don't
see anything wrong with that.
Anyways, police pulled him over And
Please say for being too loud.
for being too loud.
Yes!
Yep. Absolutely.
Woo!
But he was also driving without his license, so they pulled him out and they started to arrest him.
Whoa. You can't just start to arrest somebody.
Well, I think there's a beginning, a middle, and an end, right? Like, is it just like one instant?
I have been pulled over many a time.
Okay.
All you do is you flash a little leg and you kind of wink, you know?
Flash a little leg.
And you're like, officer, I just don't have my license, but it's at home.
Well,
and you just wink a few times and he's like, you're right. I'll let you off with the warning. Come back. You know what? You're a good guy. I get it. Life is tough. Move on.
Honestly, I don't
How in the world do you get arrested?
I don't think my pork chops would get me out of any ticket. You know.
Yeah, they would.
No. Anyways.
Yeah, they totally would.
Have you seen that one video that's circulating online? It's of an officer pulling over, I'm assuming a woman who thinks very
highly of
herself. And you can hear her say, I thought that you officers didn't give pretty girls tickets.
And he said, we don't.
Yeah, so you've seen it.
Boom!
Oh, so good. So good.
Actually, I'm really not sure if that is, but it's still funny, right?
That is what he said.
I know.
Okay.
No, I'm funny.
All right. So Skrillex later tweeted, "Leave it to me to play my music too loud. These new demos are fire, though." So I think everyone had a pretty good time.
I still don't understand. Why was he arrested?
Because he didn't have his license. He was driving without a license.
Oh, so that's it.
That's actually an
they
arrestable
pulled
offense.
him over for playing music.
Music too loud, which there's
What
probably a
is this,
sound
like
ordinance.
Footloose era? Like what?
No. There's
What?
often sound ordinances for playing your music too loud in a car.
Is that why you're wearing your cop glasses? So you can be all authoritative and be like,
Yeah, I keep
this
trying
is
to
clearly
think
for people's protection.
I keep trying to think of my my CSI pun, and I'm going to pull them
Oh.
off, but I can't. It hasn't happened yet. I can't think of it.
I think we're going
and now
to
I'm stuck.
turn
Now
this
I'm stuck with
down
the license.
on you.
That would have been good.
See?
Yeah, that'd been fantastic.
Yeah.
Anyways, apparently the police eventually let him go when they realized that this was Skrillex, and he went on to DJ at a friend's house later on that night. Yeah.
Okay,
Kind
I'm
of
against
just
celebrity
interesting.
treatment too. So if you're going to arrest somebody, go through with it. Arrest him.
I can see that for sure.
If I don't know.
No, I agree.
Whatever.
I agree. If you're going to arrest somebody, make it happen. Do a good job with it. Arrest them completely, totally, and deal with the aftermath of that later. I mean, who cares if it's the mayor's son? I mean, it doesn't matter. Just deal with it later.
Skrillex is the mayor's son?
No.
When did that happen?
No, it's
Who
not.
did he marry?
It's not the mayor's son. Never mind.
I'm so. Is the mayor a jelly bean? I'm so confused. So, new interview with John Oates from Hall & Oates.
Oh.
And I actually just
No,
realized, as I
wait,
said
wait.
that too fast, Hall & Oates sounds like you're hauling a bag of oats, not Hall and Oates. Ha! I've heard that joke so many times, and now I finally get it. I just got it.
Gotcha.
Okay. Anyway, John Oates, songwriting. So he has a new memoir out. Okay. I grew up listening to John Oates in the back seat of a car because my parents played Hall & Oates for a long time,
Right.
forever and ever
Okay.
and ever. So I know the song "Man Eater" by heart. I know the song "I Can't Go for That" by heart. So all you younger kids, go look that up so you can experience what I experienced. I actually liked it until like the 500th time, and then I was like, I'm so sick of this.
And then you're just done. You can't do it anymore.
My mom's up there singing. I can't go for that. Oh yeah. So anyway, get this. Okay, you've heard the song "Man Eater," right?
No, I haven't actually.
She's a man eater. Oh really?
Well, sing it for me, and I'll probably have heard it.
Oh, I
But
can't sing
not
it
with it.
for you. You know what? We should do a clip where we actually listen to it.
Yeah, a reaction clip.
Here, real quick.
Here's a new segment. Art reacts to music he's never heard before, and Eric watches him.
Yeah, you would just go. Interesting. Okay.
Am I really that boring?
Google really quick. Google
You want me to
"Man
bring it
Eater" Hall & Oates lyrics for me. Okay.
Okay.
Pull up the lyrics.
All right.
So the entire time I've grown up listening to this song "Man Eater," right? And I've always thought this is about a woman who is so mean, she's just tearing men up, right?
Uh-huh.
And everyone thought that. Okay.
Gotcha.
So read some of the lyrics to me.
She'll only come out at night, the lean and hungry type. Nothing is new. I've seen her here before, watching and waiting. Ooh, she's sitting with you, but her eyes are on the door. So many have paid to see what you think you're getting for free. The woman is a she-cat tamed by the purr of the jaguar. Money's the matter. If you're in it for love, you ain't gonna get too far.
And then give me the chorus.
Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. She's a man-eater. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. She's
Watch out, boy, she'll chew
I know
you
the song.
up.
Yeah, I know the song. I'm
Okay,
sorry, go
so
ahead.
get this. Okay, he finally, I guess, admits or says, the beauty of songwriting is that if people care about a song, they absorb it and ascribe their own personal experiences to that song.
Yeah.
A perfect example is the song "Man-Eater," which is not written about a girl. But you look at that and you're like, that's clearly about a girl. No, it's not. It was inspired by a woman, but it's actually written about the city of New York itself.
What?
The thing that chews you up and spits you out is not a woman. It's the
the
crazy city itself.
That's cool.
The crazy 80s and the zeitgeist of the 80s in the city.
Did he use the word zeitgeist?
He did.
I've lost all respect. Nope, no more. That's it.
Zeitgeist.
Shut the show down. We're done. Shut it all down. Get it all over here. I'm kidding.
It's a German word, so you should automatically respect it. And if you don't, I'm just saying.
So I'm just saying that the zeitgeist of using the word zeitgeist is just
jeez.
way too much.
So you're saying it's cliched at this
a
point?
little bit.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Keep
not.
going. What else did he say?
Okay, so that was pretty much it. The Man-Eater is actually about New York, but
I think
inspired
it's
by a woman.
great.
And now I'm like, oh, that song's so much cooler than
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, that
I
is
love
way,
it.
way
Okay,
cool.
there's another song. I Can't Go For That. No, right?
Okay.
He says, the song, I Can't Go For That, was written about the music business. It was about being pushed and pulled and being manipulated by the music business. But of course, one of the things that Daryl and I have always done is realize that if we could tackle a universal topic and somehow personalize it, then it always seems to connect better. It gives people the opportunity to reimagine the songs through their own prism, but at the same time, it might not have anything to do with what we were intending.
Oh, that's nice.
And so I'm like, that's actually pretty cool.
So I could see like a
that made me so happy inside.
songwriting technique of writing something very specific and then going back and generalizing it.
Yeah.
Like making it more.
Yeah, kind of work
general.
backwards so that way you're not cliched. And then you can say, listen, that's not what it was really about. It's about this. And then you can have a mind-blowing moment 30 years later, just like me.
Oh, that's crazy.
Right? It's like, I'm going to go back in time to do this. I'm going to go tell him to go do this when I travel back in time, basically. Just so I can blow my mind.
Why are someone like you so irresponsible even thinking about traveling in time? Like, we're talking about the threads of our time existence, time and space, and you're going to go muck around with it by telling Hall & Oates to go write a song?
Yeah, well, it's clearly more important that Man-Eater comes out.
Okay. I don't know if it's up to you.
It pretty much is.
Oh, my goodness.
So, anyway.
That sounds interesting.
From the news desk. What do you have, Laura?
Prince.
Wow,
will
you are
just not
obsessed
die.
with Jack White and Prince.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Obsessed? Prince is an amazing guy. He's dead. He's passed on.
That's so
Let's not be
depressing.
clear. But that's part of the problem. So he was working on his latest EP named Deliverance.
Okay.
And he was working with where's his name here? He was working with a producer named Boxell. They've worked before on different tracks as well. But at this point, Boxell is trying to release the EP, but not release it necessarily through labels, and that's where the problem is coming. And the lawsuit alleges that by signing the confidentiality agreement, Boxell waived his rights to be interviewed or write about his work with Prince. However, in a press statement, Boxell noted, Prince once told me that he would go to bed every night thinking of ways to bypass major labels and get his music directly to the public. When considering how to release this important work, we decided to go independent because that's what Prince would have wanted.
So they should just do, what was that one artist that did that? Where he accidentally released it all on YouTube and then was like, oops.
Oh, yeah.
What was
that was
that?
just recently.
Yikes.
Who was
Man,
that?
we can't even remember it. Well, let us confirm with our editors and we'll figure that out.
We'll get our crack research team on
But yeah,
that.
someone accidentally released it and it was already out there on YouTube and then was like, oh,
Yeah.
You should do that.
So they've been working for a while together, and Boxall's been working with a bunch of people. But this lawsuit wants him to stop. They want all the master records. He's refusing to give them
Well,
over.
that makes sense though.
And
all the big money makers for the labels are all the old stuff, right? That's where the money is. That's where people are still paying for all the remasters and the old stuff.
yeah, I guess that's true.
New music, still.
So this is the estate of Prince that wants all this stuff back. So I'm assuming that they can release it.
yeah. So then
through
they
the
could
label
release it through
as they
normal
would.
channels and make
Yeah.
more money.
So
There's nothing new here.
I just think it's interesting. I've never seen a producer, an audio engineer, being called out on a lawsuit like this.
Yeah, it's weird that it's the audio engineer. Like
That to me is interesting.
that's a bit strange.
But it sounds like it was more of a collaboration than it was a work for hire kind of a situation.
Yeah.
So where that's going to land, I don't know. Let's see.
Well, power to the producers and the engineers, right? We want them to win
You gotta
all
write a
the
song.
time.
You got to write a song about it, man.
I should. Power to the producers. Okay. So, how many more news items do you have?
That's it for me. That's all I got. Folks.
Okay, so I'm going to end with the last one. Congrats to Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, for winning a Peabody. You got to say it with the accent. I've realized.
Peabody.
You have to say it with the accent, otherwise it's
How
not
do you say it?
not legit. A Peabody.
A Peabody?
I don't know. That's
Okay.
the way they kept pronouncing it.
Who kept
I
pronouncing
don't
it?
know. These guys on YouTube.
All right. He won.
A
He won
Peabody.
Peabody.
Anyway, Beyonce won one as well. She won one for her work in Lemonade, but Donald Glover won one for his work in Atlanta,
In the TV show.
the TV show. So
Cool.
funny story. I actually pulled that up on my my little queue. I have PlayStation View, so I'm watching that, or it comes up, and I'm like, oh, cool, Donald Glover, right?
Yeah.
This must be hilarious. So I start watching Atlanta, expecting it to be like a dark comedy.
Right.
I get all the way through the first episode, and I'm like, maybe they're just setting it up, because that wasn't funny at all. I don't get it.
That's exactly.
And I was like,
yeah.
maybe it's just really dark humor. I watched the entire second episode, and I'm like,
This isn't funny.
I don't think this is a comedy. I'm so conflicted.
This
I'm
isn't
really
supposed to be
confused.
Yeah.
It honestly did not dawn on me until the third episode that this is seriously not a comedy.
So that's how Breaking Bad was for me.
Shut up.
Because I had watched Malcolm in the Middle, and my mom.
Oh, so you're like,
loves that
Got
show,
it.
loves Bryan Cranston, and she actually suggested the TV show to me. She said, I heard there's a new
got
show
it.
where he makes drugs, and it's supposed to be really funny. And I was like,
Oh, she
all
said
right.
it's supposed to be funny?
Well, because it was Bryan Cranston.
Got
she
it.
had no idea.
Got
So I
it.
watched the first couple episodes, and I texted my mom. I was like, I don't think this is funny. I mean, it's good, but it's not hilarious.
Right. Well, yeah.
It's not like-
especially Breaking Bad. Like, it hits hard fast, and you're like, oh.
It hits hard in the
That's
first couple
gross.
of episodes.
Whoa.
It can be tough.
And you're like, wow, if this is comedy, Mom, you are messed up.
Well, she hadn't seen it, and she still hasn't seen it.
You're
she
like,
just heard.
were you laughing
that
when
it
the
had
bodies were
Bryan
burning in
Cranston.
acid? Was that funny to
Was
you?
that funny to you, Mom? Was that
it's
funny to
freaking
you, Mom?
hilarious. So anyway, I thought that was really cool. Like, I feel like Donald Glover he's my spirit animal.
Nice.
Right? Like, he has his things he's good at. He knows what he does, and he just does it. I wish I was that cool,
Yeah, definitely.
but I'm not. Obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, totally. That's been our show. Thank you for
Thanks,
joining us. Go check out the pics. You can join us at,
talkingaboutnoise.com.
and if you notice, I will point this out, go to the website. There's a tiny little, not emoticon, what is it? Icon thing on
Yeah.
your tab.
There are icons.
He's
there.
so excited.
What?
He did it.
It's called the fave icon.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
That's
the fave icon.
That's the little icon up in the corner.
Favicon.
And I had just not taken the time to make a fave icon for the website, and so now there's a little T up there.
Okay.
When you do it.
So, talkingaboutnoise.com. I am at I am the swoop on Twitter.
I am at Artmore Studios.
And this has been the News Desk.
Thanks.